Jesus explains true defilement. Then the Pharisees and some of the scribes came and gathered together to Jesus, having come from Jerusalem. Now when they saw some of his disciples eating bread with defiled, that is unwashed, hands, they found fault. For the Pharisees and all the Jews don't eat unless they wash their hands and forearms, holding to the tradition of the elders. They don't eat when they come from the marketplace unless they bathe themselves, and there are many other things which they have received to hold to, washings of cups, pitchers, bronze vessels, and couches. The Pharisees and the scribes asked him, saying, Why don't your disciples walk according to the tradition of the elders, but eat their bread with unwashed hands? Why do your disciples disobey the tradition of the elders? For they don't wash their hands when they eat bread. He answered them, Why do you also disobey the commandment of God because of your tradition? He said to them, Full well do you reject the commandment of God, that you may keep your tradition. For Moses said and God commanded, Honor your father and your mother, and, he who speaks evil of father or mother, let him be put to death. But you say, If a man whoever may tell his father or his mother, whatever help or profit you might otherwise have gotten and received from me is korban, that is to say, given to God or a gift devoted to God, then he shall not honor his father or mother, and you no longer allow him to do anything for his father or his mother. You have made the word and commandment of God void because of your tradition which you have handed down. You do many things like this. He answered them, You hypocrites! Well did Isaiah prophesy of you hypocrites, saying, As it is written, These people draw near to me with their mouth, this people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me, and they worship me in vain, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men and rules made by men. For you set aside the commandment of God, and hold tightly to the tradition of men, the washing of pitchers and cups, and you do many other such things. He summoned all the multitude to himself, and said to them, Hear me, all of you, and understand. That which enters into the mouth doesn't defile the man, but that which proceeds out of the mouth, this defiles the man. There is nothing from outside of the man that going into him can defile him, but the things which proceed out of the man are those that defile the man. If anyone has ears to hear, let him hear. When he had entered into a house away from the multitude, then his disciples asked him about the parable. The disciples came and said to him, Do you know that the Pharisees were offended when they heard this saying? But he answered, Every plant which my heavenly Father didn't plant will be uprooted. Leave them alone. They are blind guides of the blind. If the blind guide the blind, both will fall into a pit. Peter answered him, Explain the parable to us. So Jesus said to them, Are you also without understanding? Do you also still not understand? Don't you understand that whatever goes into the mouth passes into the belly and then out of the body? Don't you perceive that whatever goes into the man from outside can't defile him, because it doesn't go into his heart, but into his stomach, then into the latrine, making all foods clean? But the things which proceed out of the mouth come out of the heart, and they defile the man. He said, That which proceeds out of the man, that defiles the man. For from within, out of the hearts of men, proceed and come evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, sexual sins, thefts, covetings, false testimony, wickedness, deceit, lustful desires, an evil eye, blasphemies, pride, and foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. These are the things which defile the man, but to eat with unwashed hands doesn't defile the man.